Cause it's cute. There. He's catching some Pokemons. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Right now I'm in Kansas City, as you can see here. It says with someone, and there he is.
Someone.
Say hello.
Hi, someone.
No, you're someone.
I'm someone.
Yeah, he is. So yeah, he's also someone as weird as me in fitness. Yeah, but he's not a vegan.
Not a vegan.
I'm going to make him. Okay, we'll see. So we're going to have our what we eat filmed and also training routine, and going to do some talking later on. So
stick around.
Yeah, stick around, and we'll see you. We're going to Walmart. Yeah, it's got lots of protein and with little calories.
Didn't even look at that. Okay.
It's cool.
Almost.
You eat it. Got stuff. So here we are. We got back from Walmart and I got a lot of stuff. Probably around $40, especially because I got this acai powder, but I've never tried it. Going to try it today. Curious of it. And right now I'm making this stir fry with all the veggies and really big gigantic cabbage. And I'm going to cook some pasta with nutritional yeast and cashews. Here's some tofu. Yeah, good stuff. This is not what I bought.
Show them the meat.
No. So this is going to be censored. Yes, and so I'll be cooking that for the next 3 days while, you know, food to eat while I'm here. And then we're going to lift. Sounds good?
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, 'cause I know then you'll see you can be true, you can be true. I want you to see what I see in us, something so real, something so real. I want you to see that this is a love that we both feel, that we both feel. And how will we ever know if the love will ever grow without trying, without trying? And how will we ever see if we are meant to be? It's terrifying, it's terrifying.
Just made it to my gym. This is one reason that Scarlett doesn't come to this gym, is because it's like a storage site or a garage style gym with weights in it, and so it's 15 degrees outside and there's no heating. So I'm only going to tape like my first and last set and not all of them, so hopefully I can stay warm in there. So I just dropped Scarlett off at her gym that she goes to while she's visiting here. Now I'm going to my gym, so I'm going to talk a little bit about my training I'm doing while I'm on my way there. So enjoy me driving as I talk. So what I've been doing for powerlifting training is DUP. DUP is daily undulating periodization, which essentially means the first workout of the week I do high volume stuff. The second workout I do more strength stuff, like a 4 to 6 rep range. And the last day of the week, the third day of the week, which is today, it'll be heavier stuff for sets of 2 or 3. So today I'm doing the heavier stuff. So I'll videotape that, and you guys can see more just the basic movements. Today I just do squat, bench, deadlift, and so you'll see that. Days like this, and I'm glad I'm a man. I can have facial hair, be socially acceptable to be outside. Walk outside and your face is on fire from the cold. That made sense, I promise.
So we didn't happen to film it yesterday because we got busy. But today, here we are going to talk about some of the important things that we think will be useful as we are moving on to 2018. So how to become a better person, because that's what we both are striving for, and I think everyone else should be. For me, I think one thing that is important is to cultivate your passion. Because one thing, if you think about passion, it's just not like you enjoy playing video games, but passion needs to be sustainable in the long run. Would you still enjoy playing video games in the next 10 years? Like, it's questionable, and you have to make it look realistic. Like, passion needs to be something that is, you need to cultivate it, something that clashes, that is like overlaps with everything, with what you enjoy doing and what the world needs. You know, is it a career that people would be needing, and then also something that also meets all your needs? Like, if you want lots of money, then, you know, would being like an artist, do you think that's possible? I know it's possible, but saying like, if you enjoy playing basketball, for example, and there are so many people who enjoy doing it and then have the dream of becoming an NBA player, but is it like really possible? Evaluate yourself and see if it's really realistic. So the first step would be to find your passion, something that overlaps within all those three areas. And then the second step would be to visualize your goal, and you need to really see yourself achieving that. And who is the person that you want to become in 2018? Not just 2018, but overall in the long run. Like, what do you want to become in life? You need to visualize that. And of course, 2018 is going to be one of the biggest, you know, like, just feel it like it's going to be a year of movement, of empowerment, and it's going to be awesome. And you need to see yourself as if you are already that person. So for me, if I want to become a medical doctor who is like saving lives and who's doing all the things that I want, then I need to feel as if I am already that person. And you have to believe in yourself. Like, okay, so if I were a medical doctor, like if I am a future one, then what would I be doing at this point? Like, I would rather be studying instead of going out to the parties and having fun in college, you know? So you need to know what it takes for you to become that person, and you need to believe in yourself, be positive about it, and really have that gut feeling that you can do it. The third thing would be the action step. It's to write down your goal list, your action list. It's about, okay, you already know those goals and you need to know what it takes in order to achieve that. So write down a daily list of what you want to do. Like, if you want to learn a language, then you need to know, like, okay, I will devote 10 minutes of my day at least, learning that language. And everything, make sure that you touch everything. But one thing to be cautious about is to not do too many things. So that is what I realized, that it's one of my weaknesses. Like, I need to focus more on doing, something that's truly important to me, and not like a range of all my passions listed and not being able to focus on all of them. So that's my weaknesses. Yeah, and that comes down to number 4, which is also important, is to notice your improvement and evaluate yourself. Once you do that, and you'll see a process that you are doing, like you'll see a process that you're accomplishing, and over time, that only happens over time. And so, for example, if I want like a 4.0 GPA, then I'll notice some of the classes that I'm doing badly relative to the others, and notice yourself, and like critique yourself, and look back and think about how you can improve that. If something fails, then try something new, because it's okay to fail, because it happens to everyone, and you just have to take that growth-oriented mindset that if you fail at something, then you can do something else, even better next time. And because like no success stories will be so motivating unless there is something like a failure thing, something going on in the first thing. It's okay for that to happen. And I would say all of these steps, if I have to say that again, find your passion, like not just the passion, but something, like finding something, your purpose in life, and then visualizing your goals, and then writing down the action list, and then evaluating yourself. So make it as a circle, and I would say that it's the circle of life. That would be the main message that I want to spread across this video to you, and I hope that will be helpful for you in 2018. And I know Bryce also has a few tips that I also think is important to know. So yeah, would you share your message, please?
So when you were talking about how to cultivate your passion and doing, like, you give examples of your being in med school or learning a language, you talked about how you have to do these things like 10 minutes every day, or studying instead of going out and partying every day. And so going off of that, I want to talk about how important building a routine is, or a habit, and how that can make it easier to go and actually fulfill the long-term goal. Because if you're, for example, they see your videos and they're like, oh, I really want to do these intense workouts. So they go into an intense leg day, going from nothing to intense leg day, and then they can't walk for 2 weeks. That's not going to be very supportive for them to actually continue doing that.
Sustainable.
Yeah, it's not very sustainable. So what they need to do is start off slowly, especially if they start from nothing. People need to start slowly with walking, or yoga, or something really light, like squatting, like with just the bar, and then increase the number of days, the amount of volume, or whatever they want to do. But if they dive right in, that they're going to get so in pain and realize it's tough to actually consistently follow something. So the way they can help by doing that is start off slowly and build a habit of going at the same time every day to the gym, or going the same amount of times per week, and that way they know this is the time I have for this. And that's the way I do things. Like, even if you're doing something else, you're like, okay, it's coming up time that I go to bed at 9:30, so it's time for everybody else to leave. Even if you're busy with it, like talking to people, even if you're doing homework, even if you're studying, whatever you're doing, 9:30 is bedtime. So consistently you follow that routine, and you can make progress over a long period of time. And the long period of time is how, like, being consistent over time is how people actually build success over time, how they can form their passions, they follow their action list, and then they can go through that cycle of life and actually cultivate their passions, instead of just, oh, I was motivated for a couple days and then it was tough and so I stopped.
Yeah, and that's something that I really admire about him. And he also set up alarms just to keep on, make sure that he's doing it and not avoiding or not forgetting, what's important to be done. And I know Bryce also reads a lot of books, so would you recommend anything that would be helpful?
Right. So, talking about habit. So, The Power of Habit's a really good book by Charles Duhigg, as well as The Willpower Instinct. I can't remember who wrote that, but I'm sure she'll put it in the description box below.
Yeah. And I forgot to credit, like, I just introduced him as someone, but he is Bryce, and he also has a YouTube channel, so make sure to check it out. It's Fitness Pharmacist. And then, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed what we did for this vlog, and I'll see you, and hopefully you'll see him again.